Hey friends, welcome back to Llama Mama Kayla's Yarn Tube. I'm Kayla. Thanks for stopping by today for a little crochet Valentine party. Happy Valentine's Day. So today we are going to celebrate loving ourselves, okay? That's what we're doing today. So if you want to pause the video here and go fix you something to drink, whether it be tea, coffee, or some kind of special drink that you might have, and gather you a couple little snacks or something that you might want to snack on during our video, go right ahead, and I'm going to go fix mine.
Okay, for my special drink, I'm starting with some watermelon crush drink. I'll pour a little bit of that at the bottom of the mug. And then I just have some plain vanilla Great Value ice cream. If I can get the lid off. There it goes. So I'm just dipping some ice cream. It's kind of like a root beer float or Coke float, except it has a watermelon drink in it today. Right. Okay, and then I'm going to put some more watermelon drink in it. And I'm going to try to add some whipped topping if I can get it to open. I can't break the seal. Oh, I got it. Alright, so that is my special drink for today.
Okay, so I'm back with my Valentine drink. You should have just saw a clip of me fixing that. So I'm going to try to get a bite of ice cream. I don't think I got ice cream. I think I just got whipped topping. Tastes good and it feels good on my mouth. And I also fixed me a few little snacks. With my condition, I'm not able to eat much. Scleroderma has hardened my esophagus, if you don't know, and actually I have a feeding tube in my stomach. But sometimes I can eat things that are practically just dissolve in your mouth. And so Big Daddy gathered me up a few snacks. And I was like, I'm not going to eat all that. And he said, well, you never know what you might can and can't eat. So So I have some vanilla wafers that do dissolve in your mouth, and a pink dip. It's actually a peppermint dip. I've never tried this dip before, so I'm going to try it for the first time today. And then he got me some little chocolates, and chocolate does dissolve in your mouth, thank goodness. That was the lid to the chocolate candies. And then he picked up some strawberry sugar wafers. I believe those will dissolve in the mouth. And then he got me some heart-shaped little snack cakes. And cake does just crumble and is real easy to get down. And then he got me strawberry applesauce. If all else fails, I have applesauce. Anyway, so that is my little snack stand. If I decide I want to snack some. Anyway, I really just want to eat my ice cream. I hope you're all having a good day. I slept kind of late, but not as late as yesterday. Since having surgery and COVID at the same time, on top of each other, um, and just a lot of health issues going on, I've been so tired. And I'm sure most of it is from the COVID, but I've just been like super tired. And yesterday morning, um, I was in the bed. Big Daddy left for work, and I thought, well, I'm just gonna lay here a little bit, and then I'll get up. And then I laid there for a while, and then my friend Angela called, and we spoke for a minute, and she said, well, I'll let you go so you can go back to sleep. And so I said, okay. So I went back to sleep. Yeah, I woke up several times to potty, but I'd get right back in the bed. I did not get out of bed until 4 o'clock yesterday evening. Like I slept the whole day. I'm just that wore out. I really am. Just so tired. And I could have done the same today, I think. It was kind of hard for me to get up. I had to make myself. This super cold drink does feel really good. I know I mentioned this before, but during my surgery, when they put the tube down your throat, for breathing purposes, they did scrape the roof of my mouth, and it is still not healed. It's still really painful, especially when I swallow. But I also, my tongue has discovered there's a hole in the roof of my mouth, and so I've been putting some lidocaine in the roof of my mouth, trying to just ease that pain because sometimes it hurts to even swallow like saliva. But this really feels good on my mouth. Um, Tastes good too. So, do you have any plans for today other than our little crochet Valentine party? We don't really have any big time plans, but Big Daddy is going to come pick me up here in just a little while, and we're going to go to his doctor's appointment. And then he did say that he wanted to go to the Dollar Tree across the river because they have lots of different juices. So yes, the Dollar Tree across the river has a bigger selection of juices, and he takes juices with his he takes his meds with juices, and they have like white grape and cranberry, apple, banana. I don't know what all kinds of different flavors they have over there. The Dollar Tree closest to us, they just have grape cranberry, I think. But anyway, he likes to get, different juices and flavors. And I think he even has a medication that he mixes in with juice and drinks in the morning. So he wanted to go across the river and get some different juices. So I know we're going to do that. And there is a Hobby Lobby very close by that Dollar Tree. So I might go in Dollar Tree, but not to look at yarn. There's something else I want to look at. Some dollhouse stuff. So I might go in and look at that and see, what's going on. So anyway, uh, so you can tell me below if there's anything special you're doing today, if you have any kind of plans. We don't always do anything for Valentine's Day. There's been plenty of years that we did not do a thing, and that's fine because I mean Valentine's Day is just a market day. You know what I'm saying? It's just another day. Um, I can't think of the word I'm trying to use, but it's just a day that um, get you to spend money, right? So I don't know if we'll end up going somewhere to eat. Big Daddy hates to go anywhere and eat, and me not eat, but um, I usually find something I can order and just sit there and stir around, and it may be something I can eat. Like when we go to the Mexican restaurant, I'll just get a small guacamole and just sit there and eat that guacamole, and that's fine with me. I love guacamole. Um, or if we go somewhere, or sometimes I might just get a cheese dip and just eat the cheese. Um, or Alfredo sauce, just get a little bowl of Alfredo dipping sauce or something. Um, Something like that. But he feels really guilty about eating and me not being able to eat. And I mean, I hate it myself. I'm not fond of that, but there ain't nothing we can do about it. He's still got to eat. So, I might just encourage him to, go somewhere to eat. I'll find something. I don't know if he'll do that or not, but we'll see. But I want him to enjoy his day out, time out with me too. So, anyway, my ice cream is starting to melt in here and it's really good. Big Daddy did get me something for Valentine's Day. It's a doll. And last year he got me a doll also. And so he did really good with this one. I love this. Oh, he got me this doll right here. And one of her eyes is closed. I don't know about that. But she has blue and purple hair. She has purple shoes and a light purple dress trimmed in some purple fur. And she has purple sunshades on. Let me see if I can get her eye to open. Okay, both her eyes open. But she's really cute. She came from Target. And she is an 18-inch Our Generation doll. It says her name is Veronica. And she's real cute. I like her. So I don't think I'll open her today on camera. It's really hard for me to open things basically with one hand. I just have trouble doing that nowadays. This is so good. I hope you're enjoying your drink and snacks. I think I'm going to try a piece of chocolate. Got the little square. It has a filling in it. I just have to let that melt in my mouth. So, do you have a project you're working on, whether it be a crochet project, knit project, or any kind of, craft, or maybe you're folding clothes for Valentine's Day? I don't know. I have this blanket that I've been working on for my son Dakota. That's how far I've gotten on it yet. Um, my corner. Dakota had asked me to make him a blanket with different colors blues to go on his, like a little throw blanket for his room. And he sent me a picture of his room, and actually, I'm going to pop in some pictures right here. Let me write myself a note. I'm going to pop in some pictures because someone asked me some questions about his decor. Oh, I got some. Let me bring a napkin. Um, Someone asked me some questions about his room, and I asked him, would it be okay if I pop in a picture? And he said yes. So I'm going to do that here, and I'm going to pop in some other pictures that I might talk about. Okay, so there you saw Dakota's bedroom with his mustard yellow curtains and comforter on his bed, and his rugs that have different colored blues and maybe gray or off white or something in it. And his headboard is a teal blue. And so I'm making him a scrappy rectangle granny blanket with just all different shades of blue. And so it's turning out good. And this was the best project I have that I can work on and talk at the same time. Any of my other projects, I would need to pay attention to what I'm doing, count rows or something. So I'm going to put in this tealish blue. I'm going to add that in. I think this is the color of his headboard right here. So I'm just going to add this color in and crochet on this for just a little bit while we are chatting today. I'm just adding this into one of the corners. Oh, I used the tail instead of the working yarn. Okay, so I'm just chaining 3, and then I'm going to do 2 double crochets. I messed up. Having a little bit of difficult seeing that, and it pulled in my tail. All right, I got it now. So yeah, this is a project that I can just work on and talk, and I don't have to think about what I'm doing. It's easy to just it's a mindless project. I don't have to think about it. So I always like to keep a mindless project going. Yeah. Anyway, let me get this corner done. I did 3 double crochets. Well, the chain 3 counts as one, and then chain 2 and then 3 double crochets is what I did. Now, okay, so in last week's video, someone had asked me about I had mentioned king cakes and that Dakota was making tons of king cakes at work, and I realized that I didn't think about that, but people who don't live in the United States or maybe not even in the South may not know what king cakes are. So hopefully you just saw some pictures of different king cakes. And that is what Dakota has been making, and they are selling the fool out of those cakes. People are there lined up on the sidewalk waiting for them to open every morning to get king cakes. Now, we have had um, two Mardi Gras parades back to back weekends. There was the crew of Janice was this past weekend, and then there was another crew that had a Mardi Gras parade the weekend before. And we've had the kids parade. That's where they decorate bikes and wagons and stuff like that. And we've had the pet parade, which we call it the paw parade, and it's for your pets to have a Mardi Gras parade. And so they have a lot of fun with it. It is all like family oriented parades. We did not attend any. First off, we were sick. We were sick, sick, sick. The first parade, I had just had surgery the day before it, and I didn't realize I had COVID at that time. It wasn't until a few days later that I tested and realized I had COVID. So good thing I didn't go. But anyway, so I popped in some pictures of king cakes. So hopefully you saw those and you'll get a little better understanding. Now on king cakes, they're decorated purple, green, and gold because that is the Mardi Gras colors. And you may remember that I made Mardi Gras socks to wear to surgery. And then they're decorated with beads and sprinkles of the Mardi Gras colors. But also there will be a little plastic baby that is stuck down after it bakes and before the icing is put on. The baker sticks a little plastic baby down in the cake and then icings the cake and all, so you can't tell where it is. And so the tradition is whoever gets the slice of the cake that has the baby has to buy next year's cake and provide it. So anyway, that's just a fun little tradition. I have not had any king cake this year. Well, I did take a small bite of Big Daddy's, the flaky crust, just because I wanted to taste it. But he has had, I forgot what flavor he got. Maybe he got blueberry. I don't know. They make them in all different flavors between cream cheese and brown sugar. And then some people put fruit like blueberries or strawberries or chocolate or apple, ooey gooey. I don't know if you've ever heard of an ooey gooey bar, but they take that same concept and turn it into a king cake. And then they've been making chantilly king cakes, and those have been selling like crazy. But anyway, I had several questions about that, so I just thought I would mention it. I haven't done any more work in the yarn room. After when I got up yesterday evening at like 4 o'clock, I did my video real quick, and it took a long time for it to upload though. And by the time I got that video done, Big Daddy came in from work and he's like, well, what'd you do today? And I was like, oh, just fiddle around. Made a video. And so I didn't ever go back in there. Actually, like I said, I got up at 4, and by 9 o'clock, I was back in the bed. Yeah, I mean, that's really how tired I am. And I guess that's just part of COVID. We had COVID last February. I remember feeling bad, but I don't remember being this tired. Really and truly, I don't remember being this tired, because this is very tiring. And he's having to go to work, so I don't know how he's dealing with it. But yeah, he's coming to pick me up here in a little bit, and we're going to go to his cardiologist appointment. But he is still having a lot of trouble breathing, just can't catch his breath. And so the word on the street is our hospital is getting or has gotten a new lung doctor that just started. And actually, I think today is the first day he's seeing patients. And my friend Angela, who I mentioned a lot and who's been on videos with me, her dad is actually seeing him today. So when we're at the cardiologist, I'm going to bring that up and see if she can't get Big Daddy an appointment to see this cardiologist to see why he is out of breath all the time and can't catch his breath. And yesterday evening, he almost fell. Once he came home from work, he was walking through the parlor. I was at my desk. He almost fell and he had to catch himself. And so that's just scary to me. I'm sure it's scary to him too, but he acted like it was no big deal. I gotta rest my hand. Whew. But anyway, so hopefully we can get him an appointment to see this pulmonary doctor. Probably need my lidocaine. Oh goodness. So tell me what project you're working on today, or what you're up to, what's going on. If you're working on a project, or if you're just sitting back and enjoying the video. A stitch. Lost my stitch. Oh, so I have, just some blues like scrap balls and some of my floppies that I got out of the floppy cabinet. So that's what I'm adding into this blanket and getting, just adding in some different shades of the blue and stuff. I got a phone call there. So anyway, guys, I didn't really figure I would eat snacks while doing the video, but Big Daddy wanted me to have some in case. But I think that was very, very sweet of him to try that. I think I am going to try that peppermint dip. Like I said, I'm trying it with vanilla wafers. I've never had this dip before. It's just a pink peppermint dip. Very peppermint. The peppermint is very strong. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what I think about it. It came from Walmart. I don't know if they carry that all the time or if they just had it for Valentine's Day or what. I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to go get some lidocaine for my mouth. I'll be right back. Okay, friends, I had to get some lidocaine because the roof of my mouth was just hurting so bad. I go to the doctor on the 21st, I believe, and so I'm going to mention to him that I have a hole in the roof of my mouth. I don't know. So we'll see what's going on with that. Excuse me. Do you have any kind of special Valentine's projects going on? I really did want to make a Valentine's project, and I pulled out some red yarn. This was about a week or two ago. I pulled out some red yarn, but I just wasn't able to come up with anything to crochet, and I just really didn't have it in me to do anything special. That's when I was having really hard time with my health and problems with my feeding tube and stuff. And I finally just put the red yarn away and said, not this year. Not this year. Next year. Next year. I say that a lot lately. I tell you what, since I had this surgery in October, I haven't bounced back like I feel like I normally have all these years when I've had surgeries and stuff. I just feel like I'm not bouncing back, and I know I won't ever be back to what I was doing and stuff before because I'm missing a finger, and that prohibits me from doing a lot of things. But it really has taken a toll on my body more so than I really expected at all. I just haven't been able to bounce back and do things, and so and then I had a lot of sicknesses going on, just different health issues and problems with my feeding tube, and then I had this port put in right here. Um, the cuts are peeled up nicely. Um, this one, the glue did come off of it. Probably because it's in the bend of the neck and just where it was. This one, the glue is just now starting to peel up on the edges, and it'll take a little time to do that. I'm not rushing it by no means. But when I'm in the shower, I just kind of squeeze the soapy rag over it and not really wipe it, because I don't want to make that glue come off faster than it should. So, I just have had a lot of things going on. So I've got to find the new me and get used to the new me and see what I can do and things like that. Someone did ask me about the port. Like, how will they access it? It's right here. I can feel it just right up under the skin, and they'll feel it and they know exactly where to poke, and they will just poke right there and they'll be able to draw blood. Um, Hook up IVs, hook up my iron infusions, and things like that. So it'll be a lot better for me. They won't have to poke me trying to get a vein, 5, 8, 10 times. So that'll be a lot better for me and for the nurses also, because they feel bad when they have to poke a person a bunch of times, and usually they'll do 1 or 2 times and then they say next. And then somebody else will try, and then they're like, let so and so try. So it's just the way it is. I do have a return appointment to see the surgeon this week on the 17th, which I guess maybe Friday, whatever day the 17th is on. But I'm going to cancel that appointment and not go because it's healing up fine. It's not red by no means. My cuts are not red. They're healed up and they look good. Big Daddy, because of his doctor's appointments and my doctor's appointments, he has to take off work a lot. I don't have a vehicle to drive. We only have the one vehicle. So I don't have a vehicle to drive, or I could take myself to the doctor. And he works like an hour away. So he either has to go in and work late or leave early to come and get me and take me to appointments, or even for his own appointments. And so he's had, a little time with his health, and he's had a lot of doctor's appointments. I've had a lot of doctor's appointments. And then last week, he was off the whole week with COVID. He is back at work now, but, and then, he missed a whole week. And now Tuesday, he's got to leave work early so he can go to the cardiologist. And I just don't want him to turn around again on Friday or whatever day it falls on and say, oh, I think my appointment's in the morning time. I'm not sure. Oh, I won't be here till after lunch tomorrow because I got to take Kayla to the doctor. I don't want his work to feel like he's taking advantage of them. Um, and, they've been really nice about it, but some things have just come up and some changes and things like that at work. And um, I don't think we should rock the boat, push any, push at all. So I'm just going to skip that doctor's appointment. If it was red or something like that, it would be different, but it's fine. I'll be fine. And so it's no stitches to take out or anything like that. Even if it was, I'd probably take them out myself. But they just glued it, and then the glue comes off on its own time. So I'm going to skip that doctor's appointment, and then I have an appointment on the 21st. And I'm going to go to that doctor's appointment because that's with my rheumatologist. And then I have another appointment on the 27th. So see how these appointments just stack up? The 17th, the 21st, the 27th. And that's not even counting Big Daddy, He's got an appointment today. And then I'm going to see if they can get him in to see a lung doctor that's new there. And so who knows, that might fall in there too. So that's just a lot of appointments. So the cardiologist, I'm not going to go to that appointment either because since I went last time, there's not been any new test. There's nothing she can tell me when I go see her that would be new because I haven't had any test or anything like that for her. So I'm just going to skip that. I'm going to reschedule that one for a later date. But yeah, just having one vehicle does, it's really bad sometimes. So, yeah. Anyway, and then every time you go to the doctor, we have a $55 copay. So between him and I, we are paying out on the copays. That's for sure. And to go to a doctor just for them to tell you that nothing's new because they haven't done any test and anything like that. They're always going to make a return appointment, right? Always. And so this is just a return appointment that she made me, and there's nothing new she can tell me because there's no new test or anything like that. So, and she, can't see inside my chest to see what's going on. But anyway, I'll reschedule it and hopefully I'll be able to make the next one. But I'll probably feel the same way. Like, why am I going? Well, my sweetheart is probably leaving work pretty soon to come and get me so we can go to his doctor's appointment. Well, I enjoy working on the granny stitch. It is just a enjoyable stitch for me. I like double crochet. That is my favorite stitch. I know some people like single, some people like half double. For me, the half double, it's hard for me to pull the hook once I yarn over, to pull the hook back through all three. I've always had trouble with that. It gets hung up, it gets stuck. I usually, like I might have to redo it because it didn't pull through right or something. So yeah, I like double crochet. That's my rhythm. It is chilly in here. Well, and plus I am drinking a cold drink, but it is really chilly in the house this morning. My calico critter room is coming along pretty good. We got to put some more shelves up in there. I have some tables put up, and it's calico critter room. It may have some other dolls in it. Um, I don't know what all's going to be in there, but it's coming along good. Um, I've got the boards to put more shelves up. We already had the boards for that. I did have to grab some brackets the other night at Lowe's, so it's just a matter of getting somebody in there. When Dakota was out here last to visit us, he went in there and measured. He measured my boards and measured my space to see if my boards would work and stuff, and they did. But I think he took the measuring tape home with him. I think after he used the measuring tape, he probably just stuck it in his pocket and it went home with him. I haven't asked him. I never think about it when I'm on the phone with him. But yeah, I think that's what happened because that measuring tape's not here. Big Daddy and I both have looked everywhere for that measuring tape. I told him, I said, it's probably in plain sight. We just are overlooking it. And he said, no, Dakota put it in his pocket, which is a very highly possibility. Um, and that means that Dakota has ended up with two of our tape measures. So I guess we either need to go to Dakota's and pick up one of our tape measures, or we need to buy another tape measure. Do things like that happen with you when you're with your grown kids? Do things migrate to their house? um, Elijah's doing fine. I know I don't mention Elijah too often, too much. He just stays busy working. He'll text me, and ask how I'm doing and stuff like that. But he is working till like 7 p.m. at night. He actually did change jobs. He left the shoe store in the mall. He just had a situation with a coworker that she wanted to be manager of the store when the last manager left, and the rumor is that she ran the last manager off. And the district manager did not make her manager. She hired Elijah to come in and be the manager. Well, this young lady is a little bit older than Elijah. I'm not sure her exact age, but she's a little older than him. And so she probably thought, here, this little punk kid come in here is going to be my boss. you know, you can't blame her. You can't blame her for feeling that way. But anyway, she, from the get go, she's gave Elijah a really hard time. Like Elijah said, that she, instead of working to do her job in the store, she works every day to sabotage everything he has done. So the district manager kept saying she was going to get rid of her. She was going to get rid of her because she did a lot of crazy things. Like that shoe store is actually in the food court, and across the mall, like across the way from the shoe store, is Chick-fil-A. This lady stood in the shoe store floor of the store. She stood in the store, lifted her shirt up, and flashed the Chick-fil-A people. Yes. Why would she do that? I have no idea. Like, that is just full blown crazy. She did that. And Chick-fil-A reported it. Elijah reported it. Everybody reported it and stuff. And she still is there. She did not get in trouble in any kind of way. Now, isn't that something? Yeah. So Anyway, just a lot of things were happening. She caused other employees to get in a fight. Two employees got in a fight where one of them pulled out a box cutter on the other. Those two employees got fired, but the one who caused the fight did not. And so, um, and she's caused other employees to quit. That, people who were good employees, because they just couldn't take her anymore. And so Elijah called me one day and he was like, I can't do this anymore. I gotta go. I can't do this. And he said, I'm gonna finish working today, and tomorrow I'm thinking about telling her that I just can't do this. And so we talked about it and talked about some of his options and stuff. And he ended up, the next morning, she come in with her attitude, and he was like, today's the day. And so he called the district manager and told her that that was his last day, that he could not deal with her anymore. And the district manager was in Little Rock, Arkansas, and she was down here in just a few hours. But what Elijah didn't know is that she had 3 managers to quit all in the same morning. He did not know that. So anyway, he did find another job. He is now the administrator of a new place that's opening up that is a vitamin infusion place. So people will go there and get vitamin infusions. They have, it's called the Sanctuary. It's in an old church building that they're remodeling. And they're supposed to open by like March the 4th or something like that. And in this place, they'll have like all kinds of vitamins and supplements and holistic type medications and things like that, and then they're going to have a coffee bistro place inside it. And then they have iron infusions. I'm not sure what else, but they've hired LPN, a nurse practitioner, and a doctor. So, and I think Elijah said they were looking for a counselor because they need a counselor on staff. So I don't know. It sounds like it's going to be a big to-do place. And Elijah has been helping write policies and just getting things ordered that they're going to need, and doing all that kind of stuff. So he's enjoying that, finding different vendors and stuff to supply their things. But he is more of a people person. I know that's really weird to say about Elijah, but he likes to be active. Like, he doesn't like to just sit. He likes to be active and meeting new people and doing, things. So I don't know that he's going to love it long term. I guess it depends on how busy they are and how much he's involved in seeing people and doing things. He likes the running around and the busyness. So we'll see how that turns out. I'll keep you updated. Hopefully he's going to come out tomorrow afternoon because, okay, he moved out November the 18th. That boy has still not got all his stuff. We have pushed him to come get the rest of his stuff. He just has a tiny bit left. If he will come and just get the rest of that, it's about 2 or 3 boxes and his guitar amp. And I think a guitar stand. If he would just come and get those few things, he will have all his stuff out of our way. Because right now it's sitting in the den, and Big Daddy keeps saying, when's he going to come get this? I don't know. He told me 2 weeks ago he'd be out to get it. I don't know. Oh. Anyway, guys, well, I hope you're all having a great day. And it is a beautiful day to crochet. I don't know why I'm so cold. I mean, I guess drinking that, but it is really cold in my house. But I'm still going to drink that because it feels good on my throat, my back of my mouth. So I'm going to let you all get going, and I hope you have a great day. I enjoyed visiting with you guys and just enjoying hanging out with you all. And I will see you all again tomorrow. Bye, friends. Love you guys.